Hello, anybody who's watching this. Welcome to my reaction to Silent Hill 3 Expleened. I feel like I don't pronunciate my words very well. Because I'm trying to be fast when I talk, but in the same time it messes it up. Yeah, okay, I'm off track right off the bat. That's great. Yeah. I just watched the Silent Hill 2 one, so let's check out Silent Hill 3. Whatever happens here, and it said in description, watch it 2 times the speed for the ultimate confusion, and I'm not gonna do that because I will because reasons. You know what? Because reasons. Anyway, yeah. If you want me to react to video of your choosing, that's a weird way to say it. I should stop that. But anyway, if you have a video for me to react to, you can leave it in the recommendations below, or use my donation link in the description below, and that way I'll get to the video as soon as I can. All right, let's begin.
One take, I'm busy. Silent Hill 3. Bet you didn't see that coming. It's 17 years after the events of Silent Hill 1. The police still haven't shown up to this. Why aren't more people going to this tower? It's ridiculous. Right, remember Ari, how he saved a girl? Well, she is now grown up into a teenager named Heather Mason.
So it wasn't the same guy in Silent Hill 2 and 1, different main characters, I think.
While picking up a few things for her dad at the local shopping center, Heather falls asleep inside a fast food restaurant. Heather dreams about tonight. Heather wanders around a creepy amusement park. It sure is creepy. She is attacked by a bunch of scary monsters. Oh no! And instead of running out of there, she decides it's a good plan to walk along the roller coaster tracks until she is struck by a roller coaster.
What a joke!
I'm on my way home. I fell asleep in the McDonald's. Just as she leaves, Heather notices that she's being followed by a strange man. Is it Eddie? It is not. It is Douglas Cartland, who's been hired to find her by a mysterious cult called the Order. This Order? But it's not. Heather hides in the bathroom before jumping out a window. But she finds out that all the ways are blocked, so she must head back through the mall. However, in the mall, everything has changed, and there are monsters lurking around. So she hides in the Hot Topic, but instead of a 2-for-1 deal, she finds a handgun. Heather heads back out the mall with her new accessories, ready to defend herself, which is when she comes face to face with Claudia Wolf. Sounds made up. The High Priestess of the Order. Not that made up. Claudia says she's been searching for Heather. Claudia says, Heather, your talents are needed, and you must remember me and your true self as well, as this will lead them to paradise. That sounds nice. But it's probably a trick, because Heather is suddenly struck with a migraine. Claudia leaves.
Can you get
Heather makes it to an
paradise from hell?
She heads down. Then the doors open to reveal, oh my god, you have transferred into a different dimension. You're in the Upside Down Mall. So she fights these huge ass worms with bullets and fists. Then she makes it to the subway station so she can go home. But oh no, remember Douglas from earlier? Well, he's there. She assumes that he's working with Claudia. But Douglas says, no, wait, I was hired simply to find you, Heather.
Oh, okay.
Heather then jumps on the subway. Evasion 100. But wrong move, Heather. They're monsters on the subway. She fights her way through the monsters. And then she finds herself in the sewers. Just go to the fucking street. Are you dumb? Go where there are people. So she makes her way through the sewers until she finds a construction site, which Heather uses to reach the hill.
I feel like that would be a bad idea to go.
Encounters Vincent Smith,
where it's supposed to be people.
Priest of the Order. However, Vincent has some unorthodox views of what the cult should do. Heather, tired of people just talking at her, abandons him and tells him, yeah, you're crazy. Smell you later, she says in a very snarky quip. And finally, an exit is in sight. But oh no, there's a monster blocking it, of course. The road is blocked, or you have to go through an apartment complex or something. Wait, what? Okay, this is gonna get stupid. So trying to evade the monster, Heather finds scattered pages of a fairy tale, which contains the words, tu fui ego eris. Tu means you, ego means I, eris I think is exit. I don't know what fui means. Anyway, which when said aloud, makes the monster vanish. After the defeat of the monster, the world returns to normal and Heather can book it out of the hilltop center. Smell you later. And finally, home. Safe, except the floor is lava. But wait, something even badder is gonna happen. When she comes home, her father has been moided, wanting to avenge her father. Heather follows a trail of blood.
The main character of the first one?
Claudia, I have found you at the rooftop. Claudia admits to murdering Harry because she still has a grudge from 17 years ago when Harry stopped the cult from doing their stuff. Claudia also hoped that Harry's death would fill Heather with rage and hatred and stuff. I killed your one parent, you mad bro? Claudia says she didn't kill Harry alone, however, and that her mate, Missionary, joined in on the murder. Okay. Claudia tells Heather that she'll be waiting at Silent Hill for her arrival. She leaves. And look at that, Heather's left with another monster. So, she kills the monster, and then she heads back to the apartment to find Douglas. Douglas helps Heather to move Harry's body into his room. They then cover him with sheets and lilies, and then call the police, right? Because you're gonna leave the body there. Heather then says goodbyes to her father. Oh, I want revenge on Claudia, she says. So she goes to get revenge on Claudia, and Douglas offers to drive her. Road trip. He's a private eye, and she's a fun-loving
kind of a
orphan.
cop.
And they're on their way to Silent Hill. Who knows what'll happen next, but I'm sure they'll get in all sorts of misadventures. Hey Heather, I got you something. Really? Yes, it's a gift from Vincent. You must look for a man named Leonold Wolf. Oh, okay. And also, I got you another thing. It's a notebook from your father, explaining your origin and a final goodbye. Oh, okay, thanks. Heather and Douglas arrive in Silent Hill and find it covered in fog. The pair set up refuge in Jack's Inn before splitting up. Why would they split up? This is so stupid. She's been attacked by monsters how many times? You drove to... Why didn't you just take separate cars then? I mean, if you're just gonna split up, this is stupid. In the hospital, Heather comes across a gun-wielding zombie nurse. She dispatches them, and then she also meets a patient called Stanley Coleman. Why does everyone have such fake names? Heather doesn't take a shine to Stanley, and she finds out that Leonard Wolf is trapped somewhere inside the hospital. Oh, we're gonna find him. That's
definitely one take, huh?
It's serendipitous timing that he's still alive and he's holed up somewhere. And what if that problem happened 3 weeks ago? He'd be dead. Anyway, while looking for clues, Heather discovers that she is the reincarnation of a lesser Gillespie. That's a surprise, and she is flooded with the memories of Alessa's life. Oh, my life, my past life. So she has 2 lives worth of memories? Alessa was like 12 or something when all that stuff happened to her. So she's got like 29 years worth of memories. That's weird. Wait, she must remember being in the 2nd grade more than once. Heather heads into the nether realm, where she finds Leonard Wolf. It turns out he is Claudia's father. What a twist. Wait, who was Claudia again? Oh, Claudia's the bad lady. Yeah. Remember her? Oh,
yeah, I do.
Like her very much because of the murder and such. And now he's turned into
rhyming
Heather
genius.
defeats the monster Leonard and then finds the seal of Metatron. Heather defeats the monster Leonard and
Yeah, you got the name right, good job, man.
and finds the seal of Metatron. What is happening? Then things go back to normal. We then see a cutscene
Metatron
where
is
Claudia
the
and Vincent are
God's
arguing.
scribe.
We find out that Leonard was quite the bad father, and Vincent serves Claudia some very introspective psychoanalysis. You have the dad issues, XD. When Heather returns to Jack's Inn, when did you go to Jack's Inn? When Heather returns to this place, she finds Vincent waiting for her. I've been waiting. Vincent relays a message to her from Douglas. The church is on the other side of the lake. Oh, we'll have to go through 12 apartment complexes, down a tunnel, past a windmill, over an anthill, through a ski resort, and then around the back of the Alps, and then through not 1 but 2 Burger King drive-thrus.
Oh.
Vincent tells Heather that Claudia
most
is in
dangerous
said
part.
church, and to get there, she has to go through the amusement park. I hadn't even read that far through the script, and I knew it was coming. See what I mean? I told you. What do you think I play these games? I just read from the script. I'm busy. Once Heather reaches the amusement park, you guessed it, things go downtown bad town. These things all seem very familiar to Heather. Flashback to a dream. Heather decides to walk along the roller coaster tracks anyway, even though that's where you died last time. But this time, the roller coaster thing comes straight for her, and she manages to jump off the tracks in time. I did this one before. You missed me, bitch. On the other side of the park, Claudia is having another argument. This time with Douglas. Wow, she gets in a lot of arguments. Okay. It seems that Douglas has
That's the
had
point,
his
I guess.
feelings hurt by Claudia, and Claudia claims that Heather was kidnapped and brainwashed. Right, Douglas was in on it. Now that's a plot twist. Bet you didn't see that coming, you fucking plebs. It's quite aggressive. Sorry, I'm trying to put energy in. I didn't see it coming. Claudia then delivers the epic exposition. Hello, my name is Claudia. I need to get Heather back in order to birth the cult's deity. The deity will then bring in new world without pain, hunger, sickness, old age, greed, and other bad stuff. I am Douglas. I think that is dumb. That will not work. I am Claudia. I pity you, Douglas. Douglas mad. He pulls out his handgun on Claudia. What am I gonna do next?
Gonna do.
Enjoying the amusement park, and she bumps into Douglas. His leg is broken. How'd that happen? Claudia broke it with her freaky mind powers. After promising to come back for him, Heather heads to the carousel. It's the very same carousel where Harry was on the carousel 17 years ago. Is there more than one carousel in town? Here, Heather is confronted with her doppelganger, a memory of Alyssa, and she's looking good for having aged 17 years, except for all the blood and burns and such.
Hey, Smokeskin, you need something?
Alyssa says she wants to stop the birth of the cult's god at all costs, and also the carousel. Then Heather takes her down. Heather finally finds the church. Of course, the center of the trap. I have to get here for the denouement, she said to herself. Inside the chapel, Heather comes face to face with Claudia. Claudia dunks on Alyssa for being fine the way the world. What, you like it the way you don't like paint coming off the walls and shit? What, you don't like the world the way it is? It's not perfect enough for you? Claudia says there is too much suffering in the world today, and the god of the cult will end all that stuff, especially the suffering. Heather says that the suffering is just a part of life. Don't you understand? And she gets real, like philosophical and shit. She also said, I'll never forgive you for what you did to my dad, murdering him, that is, just to clarify. And fair enough. Heather suddenly starts to feel some intense pain. And Claudia books it out of her. Heather makes her way through the church. She finds Vincent in the library, reading a book.
Okay.
Vincent says the seal of Meta. Are they really going to call it the seal of Metatron? That's
Not Megatron, Metatron, it's fine.
Stone of Shangri-La. Claudia says that the talisman is in fact useless. Before killing him, Heather is starting to get really pissed, and she calls Claudia a bitch, which is rude, but fair, because she killed your dad. Heather reaches for her pendant necklace that her father gave you. Gave me this to me on my birthday, she said. Harry, the crafty devil, had filled the pendant with Aglaphautus. Do you remember this? From number 1, right? It all comes back round. Remember the thing. Heather swallows some of the goo. She immediately throws up a fetus. You've only got 3 options. I suppose throwing up's the best of them. Claudia is devastated. Heather tries to stomp on the fetus, but Claudia pushes her aside and swallows the blob herself. And then she has a mint. Obviously, that thing does not agree with Claudia's digestive system, and she stumbles into a convenient hole in the floor. The Vietnamese put it there. Heather jumps in after her. Here we go! Now in the underground, Heather finds Claudia's corpse. But it looks like Claudia was able to give birth to the god. Boy, that was a short gestation. Able to give birth to the god, and it looks freaking gross.
Do not bully people.
Claudia battles with the fetus and kills it.
Does
Heather
it have
then stamps on the god.
the face of Alyssa?
Falls to the ground. She's finally avenged her father by killing a fetus. And then she comes down from her adrenaline high and she mourns her father's death. As she leaves, she looks back at the god's corpse. Outside, Douglas is chilling on a park bench. Heather approaches, and she's acting strange. She's got a knife! Heather is about to stab Douglas. Oh, look out! But then, it's just a prank.
Bro.
Hey guys, if you want to try a prank at home, just go to your kitchen, get out
That's
a knife,
not a good-
and then walk towards, friends
Now
and
listen to
family
him,
and stuff.
kids.
Just pretend like you're gonna... This isn't a prank. It's awful. She then tells Douglas, call me Cheryl, which is the name Harry initially gave to her. Douglas then asks Cheryl if you'll ever go back to your natural hair color. What? Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? And then the game ends with, blondes have more fun. Rock and roll, dudes.
Just have to help small to achieve dream. That's why I read the comment. I read the comment before the video that said, I will unsubscribe from this channel, subscribe to Internet Historian, so you can achieve your dream of being a small YouTuber. Please subscribe to my channel to help small YouTuber achieve dream. Please. I don't have a non-secret big channel. I wish I did. Probably not as big as Internet Historians. That's too much pressure. I don't know, a few K, a dozen, maybe a couple dozen, 100. That's a lot. Anyway, this one was much more straightforward. I liked it much more, except for Claudia appearing everywhere. Is that her name? The one who killed Henry? Sure, let's go with that. Anyway, but mostly okay. A good story. Didn't went too convoluted. They just focus on monsters, I guess. And it was fine. It was on Pyramid Heads. I don't think. Which is, they were only in 2, so I don't know. I don't know the lore of the monsters, and it's not gonna be in Expleened, and I'm fine with that. Saying I fucked up the word thanks. Noise. Thank you, anybody who watched this. Fucking hell. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Have a good life, because one of us has to.